I think we can get away with it. Whatever, fuck it. I don't care. If everybody tasted this pleasure, we wouldn't be the cold-blooded abyssals we once were. The Admiral says, you are modeled after a woman, so why not enjoy this? And so the abyssal says, we were made only for fighting. There's no room for feelings besides the joy of battle. How boring, he says. Then why not feel that joy while fighting for me? And the abyss goes, oh, again. Alright, then the Admiral whispers in her ear. He says, be a good girl and bear my child. Don't fight for the sake of killing, but to protect our child and me. And then she's thinking to herself, my commander is giving me an order. I will bear a child for you, so please give me more and more orders. I'll do all of you one by one and lock each of you up. Let's see you wear some PE. No, I don't know if I'll play PE now. Okay, so now the Admiral's having a cigarette and there's a creak noise. And he says, so, could you be a little quieter? She's sleeping peacefully. And he, like, kicks Reclass. And so this other girl shows up. I don't really know which one she is. I think she's another battleship. But she says, to say that while trampling my allies. What confidence. If you still have time... Oh, shit, I have to leave. If you still have time to show off, why not beg for your life? Not like it'll save you, though. And he says, if I die here, she would be very sad. And like, the other girl just goes, ha ha ha. You really are full of yourself. How could a little man made of flesh and blood hope to conquer a peerless battleship made of iron and steel? You foolish human. You plan to violate us the way you did Ta-chan. Oh, I got it wrong. This is Reclass, and the other one was Ta-class. Come play with me. I could tell it from the start. I'll play along, but you'll be the one that ends up brainwashed. You can be our spy in the ranks of the ship girls. I want to see how long your confidence lasts. See you later, Rogers. Take it easy. And then, like, she pulls down his pants and is, like, surprised. Like, eh? What is this? Is this the thing that Ta-chan was so obsessed with? This thing is thicker than my wrist and so warm. She's holding, like, an actual cannon. No, just kidding. You all know what it is. This thing will be going inside me. Weren't you going to play with me? The Admiral says. I know what I'm supposed to do, says the boat slut that I can't really name. What a thick smell. How many women's fluids did it absorb to become like this? I think she's making a modernization joke there, actually. My instincts are telling me if this thing were put inside of me, if it were put in and he comes inside, I would end up just like Ta-chan. She's referring to the other battleship. You came just from giving a BJ. I don't know, like, that could be anything. Huh? Abyssals sure are masochistic. For a mere human, I haven't fallen that far yet. That was only a moment of fantasy. In order to stop him from putting this inside of me, I have to make him come right now. You know I'll never come no matter how much you lick it. She says. And then he, like, grasps her head. And you all know. Yeah, I know. You all can leave. This is over. This stream's over. And she says, no way, my jaw is going to dislocate. Is what she's actually saying, but she's like thinking that she's going to lose her jaw. You girls won't die that easily, so don't worry. It's going in and out of my throat over and over. You don't even know what that is. My mouth's been made into, I can't say that word. It keeps going and going. That's the sound effects. My diaphragm is getting stimulated by the friction. Like the diaphragm is all the way down here, so you can kind of do the math on, like, you know, whatever. I'm about to come. My throat pussy is, it's about to come. If this were my vagina instead of my throat, if it were my vagina, I'd, puha. I can't defeat this. I can't say that word. It doesn't matter if it's an abyssal or a ship girl, as long as it's a woman. I'm disappointed. You had been talking with so much confidence. But you haven't even made me come yet. So he takes his, like, object, I can't say it, and he, like, slaps it against her face. Sorry, she says. Not only in my throat, I want to... Oh, wow. X from my X, too. I want this thing inside of me. Guess it can't be helped. I'll just take it out on Todd class, then. Wait, no. I want... If you want to let it out, if you want to, X, please use me. How did I end up in this state? She says aloud. I, who have trampled on many ship girls without batting an eye, have been subdued by a mere human's X. To be forced down with such belittling eyes. I'm being completely humiliated. It's making me more and more excited. For an airfield, Hime, you sure do like night battles. That's the best line. Because, just for context, airfields, carriers can't attack at night. And I guess they're doing this at night. Ha, ha. No, you're a failure as a Hime class. A weapon of war could never be so weak. Like she's like moaning or something. I can't do moans. After experiencing such intense pleasure as this, there's no way I can return to my former self. I'm out of cherry limeade. Anyway. Abyssals were made to take my X. I'll become nothing more than a meat toilet. I'm falling, sinking into the ocean, and then the art gets real weird here, because it's like an image of her, like, falling underwater and, like, drowning. What have I been fighting for all this time? It's so dark, so cold, even though the sea's surface is so full of light. And so now he's choking her. Sink, sink. It's fine even if you girls sink. No matter how weak you are, you'll be fine. No matter how many times I'll pull you back up. This is the Admiral saying that. I will make you into a tool to vent my sexual desire. I'll make you a woman fit for childbearing. Oh! All of the Abyss will for this person, for our commander. And then he says, lose yourself in me! Bear a human's child! Pregnant. I'm going to become pregnant, she says. I'm going to bear a human child. I'm no longer an abyssal. And she's like, she's got like the heart eyeball things, pupils going. Alright. So she's like the biggest orgasm ever. Alright, I've already become this man's ship girl. Please give me more orders, master. And then Ta class wakes up. How cruel, doing that while I was sleeping. I too was ordered by him to do this. For a single human to conquer Hime class. Sasuga commander. Just what you'd expect of our commander. Alright, now come and clean me up quickly. Shouldn't we get a little rest to prepare for tomorrow? That's hard to say. I'll have to teach some naughty peeping girls a lesson first. And then it like pans out and it shows like two other abyssals. I think one of them is Woe class. And I can't tell what the other one is. Probably the destroyer girl or whatever. Alright, and then it's the next day. Have you enjoyed your last night? To think that you would be enslaved by the humans. This is the battleship class. You mongrels who besmirch the dignity of the abyssal fleet can sink together deep in the iron bottom sound. And that's what they call like when a ship is sunk and goes to iron bottom sound. Anyway, the next panel shows her immediately just getting like, you know, just screwed. And so she's like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'll never be an abyssal ship ever again, I promise. And then he says, you call yourself a battleship. Do you need such a lewd body as a weapon? She's like, I'm sorry, you aren't a battleship anymore. Just be my obedient woman. I'm sorry, I am a soul, made to serve my human master. Alright, and then it's just this next page is just him raping more of the abyssal ships. I think that's reclass. To think that even a battleship he may would get taken out. You're ruining the abyssal fleet's image. Looks like I'll have to intervene after all. And then it's just her getting raped. And she's like, oh. And then there's the seaport Hime, who's like the big one. She's like, please stay away. And it's just a ton of pictures of terrible, lewd things. And so, the next panel shows all the Abyssal fleet just bowing to him or, like, kneeling before him. And they're saying, "Commander, please give us your orders." And now the Admiral's like, "If I order them to fight, they will fight. If I order them to die, they will die. These children are all the same. They are all my ship girls." And so now they're on like a boat or some sort of flotation device, and they're headed towards what appears to be a harbor. And Seaport Hime says, "Is it really okay?" And he's like, "There's nothing to worry about. Look, they all came to welcome you." And then there's like a bunch of like the actual ship girls, and like they're like happy to like see him and shit. And they're like, "Commander, I think that's the submarine, I-58 Goya." And then there's this really emotional picture of the Abyssal battleship shaking hands with the Yamato, battleship ship girl. And then the Admiral looks on and he's like, "Orders, there's only one order. Everyone in the world come together as my cum dumpsters, and we will have peace." And then that's the end. And then there's actually more, and it's just girls having sex with him. He's like, "What are all of you doing?" And then it's like two girls like, "Oh, I won't back down from here, you bastard." How sneaky. Admiral, save me. I'm getting a phone call. Alright, see you guys. Have fun. Bye. Take it easy.